preach. Barry said, and he closed it with that second last line. He said, you keep telling me this, you keep telling me that, you're going to tell me you ain't going to come back. But then before he said practice, he said, come on, baby, practice what you preach. You'll have witnesses here. And can I submit to you this morning that, well, since you have been telling everybody else to hang in there, you've been telling everybody else trouble not going to last forever. You've been telling everybody else God is able. You've been telling everybody else the Lord will make a way. Keep your eye on the prize. Don't give up. Don't lose heart. You've been telling everybody else that. Then I submit to you, practice what you've been preaching there. I wish I had some help in here. Tell yourself it's going to be all right. I wish I had a witness in here. Can I say this to you? I want to take a poll in the room if you raise your hand real quick. How many of us in here got a cell phone? You couldn't go the next step, the next phase of this journey. And sometimes you got to get rid of folk that you don't particularly not like. I wish I had some help in here, but they're not seeing what you're seeing. They're not looking at what you're looking. They're not focused on where you're going. They're not paused for ministry. And sometimes they think they're a bad person, but they're just not going in the direction that you're going in. And you've got to have the courage to say to them that I think we just ought to call this thing a wash. I'm going to do my own thing. You do your own thing. And sometimes you've got to leave some folk behind. You've got to eliminate useless associations. You'll have witness in here. David and his troop. I wish I had some help in here. And God arranged that David would show compassion. And for the compassion, he would show David where the sons and the daughters was. And where the wives of his two wives and his soldiers' wives and children. You'll have witness in here. And all I'm trying to tell you, God had a way of arranging our situation. You got to learn how to accept God's unusual arrangements. And when you accept what the Lord has done in your life, you can shout hallelujah. I wish I had some help in here. Yes, you've got to learn that God is still on the throne. And for he is working it out for your good. For the Bible declares Romans 8 and 28, and we know that all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord. Can you shout yes? And who are called according to his purposes. Can you shout yes? Tell your neighbor this morning that I'm going to get my stuff back. Can you shout yes? Come here or holler, I'm going to trust in God. If I'm on the land, if I'm out on the sea, I'm going to trust in the Lord. Can you shout yes? Can you shout yes? You've got to learn how to accept God's unusual arrangements. Can you shout yes? You've got to learn how to accept when the Lord has his hands on your situation. Can you shout yes? You wanted to go to school but didn't have the money, but somehow or another God bless you with the money. That's God's unusual arrangements. Can you shout yes? You were sick and could not get well, but after the doctor examined you, he said, I can't find no cancer, I can't find no sickness, I can't find no illness. That is God's unusual arrangements. Can you shout